Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Elsa Haru, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ask An Aquarius. Okay, so I wanted to answer a question that was in the comment section from earlier this week. One of our subbies, her name is Jenny Rodriguez. I can never roll my R's right, but I'm trying to get my Spanish down. But Jenny Rodriguez, which I'm still not saying right, is one of our subbies in the comments. And what she said to me was really profound. So I wanted to mention this to you guys. She said, what do you do if you break one of the 7 deadly sins? Earlier, a couple days ago, I posted a video about the 7 deadly sins that no Aquarius will put up with. And Jenny said that she broke the biggest one. She broke number 1. Number 1, do not snap on, yell at, spaz out on your Aquarius. She already broke that one. And there's 7 of them. So she wanted me to tell her, what do you do if you break one of the 7 deadly sins? Well, if you break one of the 7 deadly sins, first of all, it depends on when you broke it. If you break a deadly sin in the very beginning, like in the first 6 months, you have a very poor chance of the Aquarius continuing the relationship. We're already a flight risk as it is. And then in the first 6 months, you broke one of the deadly sins already? I mean, like, I just met you. So a lot of times in the first 6 months, if you break a deadly sin, you have a 50-50 chance of not ever seeing that Aquarius again. If it's been beyond that and the Aquarius is attached to you, there's a chance that you may get another chance. Okay? An Aquarius who's attached to you might give you 1, 2, or 3 more chances. It depends on the person and how quick their fuse is. Some of us give more chances than others. But if you mentioned, Jenny, that you're in the beginning stages of this relationship. So in your particular case, you have a 50-50 chance of this working out. Okay? And 50-50 is not really good odds, but it's better than nothing. Basically, what you have to do is you have to leave him alone. You have to allow him to get over being angry at you because you screamed on him. Okay? You have to allow him to get past that. And for all Aquarius, it takes a different amount of time. 3 to 12 months in this particular case. You guys didn't know each other that long, you know, and you spazzed on him, and then he stopped talking to you. So I would leave him be for 3 months. If he didn't respond, if he didn't reach out to me in 3 months, I wouldn't say anything to him. I wouldn't hit him up. I wouldn't text him. I wouldn't bother him at all. If he did not reach out to me in 3 months, I would reach out to him. If he did not respond or didn't respond favorably, I would wait 9 more months and I would try again. If I did not get a response that second time, I would not contact him anymore. He has decided that you are an emotional liability. And I've talked about emotional liabilities before. Emotional liability is somebody who is going to take you out of character, somebody who's going to be spazzing out on you, somebody that's going to put you in a lot of dramatic situations, somebody that you're not trying to be with because you're not trying to go through all that. That's an emotional liability. So an Aquarius that thinks you're an emotional liability is not going to keep rolling with you. We don't like all that emotional stuff and all that out-of-pocket stuff. We don't like all that, you know, unless we're a dark Aquarius, in which case then they thrive on it. But those of us who are not, we don't like all of that. So like I said before, if the 3 months I would come forward, if he didn't say anything, that's when I would try to deny. If at the 3-month mark he responds to you and tells you, leave me alone, or I don't want to be bothered, or something along those lines, or he's short or he's vague, you know, he don't want to be bothered with you no more. And that's fine. That's fine. You know, so that's how you can handle that situation. You have a very good possibility that at that 3-month mark, he may have gotten over what happened. Okay? He may be willing to give you another chance. And if he doesn't, you know, like I said before, if he doesn't respond, you can try again in 9 months if you really, really want to. But after that, I would never try again, because if he's not over it in 9 months, which would have been a full year at that point, if he's not over it by then he's decided not to roll with you, and that's cool. Okay? Now, more importantly than this situation is that you need to look at how you lost him in the first place. Because whether he comes back to you or not, you need to check that spazzing on people. Because if he comes back to you and you spaz on him again, he's going to leave again. And eventually, and he's letting you know that's not acceptable to him. So if he does come back and you keep doing that, you're going to lose him for good eventually anyway. Also, that's not an effective way of communicating with people. So look at what's going on in you that you keep coming at people like that. Change that. Deal with that. Heal that. Because you're always going to either lose people or abuse people until you do. Okay? Figure out what's in you. Why do you spaz on somebody when you're upset? Why can't you talk through the situation? Why do you have to emotionally throw up on the other person? Is there something going on with you? Do you need therapy? Do you need communication skills? Just the other day, I did a video about how to communicate with love. I gave a lot of resources on communicating. Before you even try to approach him again, you should have worked that out. Because like I said before, you're not going to be able to hold on to him if you keep on doing that, even if he decides to come back. And then if he doesn't come back, you don't want to go through your life treating people and dealing with them like that. Because a lot of people aren't going to put up with it. They're just not going to accept it. And if somebody does accept it, you're going to find yourself in a very unhealthy relationship. So you need to deal with that. That's the most important part of this whole conversation. Because whether or not this man comes back that you didn't know that long is not the most important part. The most important part is not having this happen to you again. Because to me, whenever something happens like this, it's a life lesson. And if you can get the lesson, then you can move on. You can move on to the next lesson, So this is a life lesson telling you that this aspect of your behavior is unacceptable to others. And it should be unacceptable to you as well. 9 times out of 10, you might have been taught to communicate this way. It could be so many things about why you came off like that. But like I said before, it can be healed and it can be changed. Okay? So remember what I said. Those are the steps to try to work this out. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine. It's fine. You'll move on. You'll have some new communication skills. You'll get another person. You won't verbally abuse the next one. And you guys will move on. Okay? Thank you for your question. See you later.